Yo, what is up everybody and welcome to what is this path is jokes if you got the right champions for it, and I think there's probably loads of fun combinations for this. So the path in particular in Act 8.1.2 is the weapon and disarm path. This is path 6. It's the one that features, if I switch into game, here we go. It's the one that features Silver Surfer at the start of it. Where is it? It is here. So yeah, as part of the disarm path, when you disarm, you get an SP1 improvement of damage, which is 800%. This one was a hell of a lot of fun, as I was using APOC. I originally planned that I was going to use the SP1 rotation for Hercules to build up for something later on. I kind of didn't, and I kind of really enjoyed like using APOC. I was going to use Penny Parker and SP1 rotation on some stuff, but I kind of decided that maybe some champions that have nice SP1s could be quite fun. And like, yeah, APOC, for example. APOC's really cool as well because in the path there is the Red Wing drone, which is attackers suffer from a passive disorient, reducing their defensive ability accuracy and block proficiency by 30% for each buff on the defender. So, you know, the more buffs they get, the more kind of disorient you get. In any case, like, I found that APOC was an ideal kind of solution for this. Not to say any other champion is not ideal, but I had a lot of fun with it. And we're going to see footage of... and by the way, there's a lot of hashtag metal champions on this route. So I think Doc Ock is, Vision is, and, you know, Crossbones, Colossus is as well. I'm not quite sure if there's any others there. Actually, I think Odin's hashtag metal as well, I want to say. So there could be about 4 champions at an SP1 rotation with, by the way, you're going to see some insane damage. That's a lot of fun with this. Yeah, so without further ado, let's roll some footage and see some fun. So on screen right now, we got APOC up first. I did get a lot of input issues at the first start of like questing in this one. There seems to be a lot at the moment, and just exert caution. Look at that. Do you see all that damage? There was like 10k, 20k on the SP1. So we're still in the point of like that. I don't know if that was the last point of like a disarm, but there's a lot of damage in any case. So we just want to do the build up. We're going to do parry heavy to knock down the enemy. There we go. Weapon disarm. Throw him with an SP1. 20k, 10k, 10k, 12k, 46k, 17k. Double there on basic white damage. Damn, man. That's a lot of damage there. Got a bit of a dropped input there, but that's the story of... You've got to negotiate a lot of these dropped inputs nowadays. But SP1 rotations, if you can do it, is nice. I decided with hashtag metal being with Doc Ock, let's kind of break him out and kind of like see what happens here. Because he's at 67% on this particular route. So it doesn't mean it has to be SP1 rotations. But you can definitely see like the fun, all the fun of kind of doing this, and all that kind of damage right there with, you know, the shrapnel. There, do you see that? I got the first dex, but the second dex didn't decide to work. That's one of the biggest issues there. Inputs are very inconsistent. In any case, doesn't matter, right? It's all about the fun. And the fun is the thing that kind of comes up. The jokes of like the SP1 rotation. Especially as soon as you get disarm. It's nice, people, it's nice. As soon as you get that. At 1%, man. I hate the 1% thing. It's annoying. So here we go. This is when the fun and the kind of like this makes it jokes begins. So first of all, I need to build up a little bit of a repertoire of the bleed debuffs with APOC, of course, and then we're going to try and disarm, which you know, builds up a little bit. We're doing a disarm in a moment. There we go. So a weapon disarm right now, and just avoid that special attack. Just chill for a second because you know, don't know what the AI is doing. Come in with the SP1 right there, boom, and I'm like, that's 57, double 57Ks. So that's a lot of damage right there. And that isn't with like the full ramp up. That's the thing. I think it was like, if I was to get like a full ramp up with this, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of, that'll be a lot of damage. But still, so cool to see like the extensive amount of damage. And fun. Like, that's the thing. Even though it's a bit scuffy at the moment with some of the VFX, it's definitely a bit of fun at the moment. I'm enjoying myself in Act 8.1 in different types of quests. Big SP1 time. What we got here, another like not as much as the first time, but again, like our prowess is only on 2. I've only 2 fights I've won. Oh god, 76k on the first hit is like, oof, damn. Anyway, Magneto time. So Magneto I thought I'd take in against Vision because it would help to kind of like suppress synthesis. A very weird recovery then. It recovered really quickly after that SP1, and I thought I would have got in with some good space. But in any case, it is what it is. Let's just kind of like get up to knock down the champion and kind of like try and see what an SP1 does. And I think this is ended. Like there's some really weird, not weird, but like I think we're talking like, I think it was 300k. Let's have a look now because I want to check if that's a thing. I think it was 300k for a special attack. So we're disarmed right there. He does his special attack there. SP1 131, 364,000 damage. Oh my god. 364,000 damage is an absolute cheat code. And I wasn't even full prowess or anything like that. And they got a Cat Marvel movie on the route. If you know Cat Marvel movie, you'll know that Doctor Doom, but other champions do. But like Doctor Doom's able to kind of like go like that burst kind of damage right there. SP1 rotations, that was a nice SP1. This is obviously a 5-star version, not my 6-star version, which is currently parked in AW at the moment. SB3, and then you know, quick finish off is going to be is there. But I must admit, going into the last fight where I've got my APOC versus Colossus, I don't know, just for this fan seemed a bit kind of like it took a while for some reason. I guess it's just like how the fight is kind of abilities and the nodes kind of interact here. I'm just not getting as quick to disarm as I did in some of the other kind of fights. But still, you know, it is what it is, and the champion still does a bit of damage. I think I'm just like constantly parry heavy because I'm like, it's going to disarm now any moment, and it doesn't. And then the AI becomes a little bit passive and a bit defensive and kind of coming towards me. And even though I'm trying to bait out, there we go, there's that. At least, like, you know, again, it is what it is. Parry, heavy, disarm. Yeah, there we go. There's a disarm and SP1 and 20k, 10k, 55k. To finish. Lovely. Also, I decided to use Hercules. I kind of regret not building up Hercules for this particular path, but he does the business. Like I would have liked to have built him up a bit more, but you know, he still does what he needs to do. So I needed something with a bit of true sense in order to take down Black Panther Civil War. The great thing about this, as soon as you get a feat, you're able to, with the reflect stun, kind of like deal with the reflect stun. That's kind of the point with that one. But also, if you SP1 rotate, you get true sense, which again is helpful. It's a slow and steady wins the race, depending on how you've built up the champion and stuff. As I said, I wish I'd built him up more going into this particular fight, but I decided on that path to do the APOC cheese and Magneto cheese in order to kind of take it down. So slightly disappointed in myself for that one, but you know, it is what it is, and the champion did the business. I'm just going to end the video there because, you know, that's really it. I want to make these little kind of videos short and sweet and fun. So yeah, that's been the champions that I've used on this particular path right here, which is the, what is it called? Yeah, the weapon, red wing drone, disarm, knockdown, and whilst unarmed, it's 800% more damage on an SP1 attack. As I said, my only regret is I should have used Hercules to kind of build up through to take on that one. Granted, if I was going for any other boss, this would have been fine, but I decided, oh, I'll just go for, it'll be fine, I'll just go for Black Panther Civil War, and it was a long and stressful fight, but it's done. And, you know, that's all I need to say. It's done, and I'm happy. But in any case, that's been a video. Check out some other content located on screen right now. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be. Cheers. Bye-bye.